You're jamming. Welcome back to Unstable. I am Jeff, aka Big Stack. This is Justin at Kingmaker Sports. How are you doing, man?
Oh, brother, staying busy. We got all this training camp news, preseason news, injuries, people taking first team reps, all this stuff, especially with major fantasy implications. So on the fantasy football side, we're staying pretty busy.
Yeah, I no doubt about that. So we are back, kind of recapping week one. Obviously, didn't go the way we were kind of hoping that this season would start, and we got week two preseason coming up. Tomorrow against the Packers, and it's already looking a little rough for that game. But we'll dive into that as well, and just wherever our ADHD brains take us along the way. We got to stray off topic, but hey. Well, sorry, while you're here, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Obviously, we have our our mother network or whatever mother channel, because we're sister channels. I don't know what you would call it. But it's the AFC South show over on Curtis Podcast Network. Obviously, there's Third and Teal, Titans. What is it? Titans Takeaways, or did they change it?
Titans Table for Two.
Titans Table for Two. Jesus.
Yeah.
Can never remember it.
It's a weird Arkansas relationship we got going on over here.
Whatever. Meth and whatever. There's that Real Texas Team podcast for the Texans, and of course Unstable. We're rolling into the season, and it seems like we're back to the same old Colts doing the same old shit. And and I'm talking about injuries. They, every team has them, but it just seems like that this team is a little bit more snake bit than others. And it's getting frustrating. I think some injuries, thankfully, were minor, avoided kind of disaster. But there's a lot of hamstring injuries. I think even Alec Pierce had like a groin injury. And of course, Anthony Richardson. And I guess that's the first thing we could talk about is that Ravens game. And just the first drive, they moved the ball. It was nice to see Schrader kick a long field goal, that wasn't missed like Matt Gay. So that was, there was some positives on that drive. A little bit of a connection there with new tight end Warren. Anthony Richardson looked okay for his brief showing. Seemed like he was kind of overthrowing, a little underthrowing. Guys kind of had to dive a little bit for it, but better, I guess. I don't know. The bar was kind of low.
Other than like him getting hurt, I would have liked to have seen more, but I get it. Like, there's no reason to keep him in there if he's already just finger bent sideways and
could look nasty.
Good thing is it wasn't bad. He was back at practice, So
there are people that have dislocated fingers, whatever, done that, and they've come back. And you got to believe that if this was regular season, they would pop that shit back and he would have been back on the field. So it's preseason. What I'm more concerned about is just the complete breakdown of that play. Like, I don't know if it's Anthony Richardson, obviously not really recognizing where the blitz was coming from. I feel like it was a pretty generic blitz read. Like, they're not pulling out all the stops in this preseason. Who's dad? What the hell? Oh.
Oh, God. It's my daughter.
My kids aren't on YouTube. What the fuck?
Hi, baby.
What's going on, Justin's daughter?
She's going to her friend's house. So.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Well, at least we have one viewer.
No, we got a couple. We
got a couple in the room. Hey, like, share, and subscribe. Just saying, get some more people going in here.
There you go.
But yeah, there was a whole breakdown on that play, and I don't know if it was a misblocking assignment. You got to believe that if Jonathan Taylor had been in that backfield, he's probably getting that block off. Obviously, they weren't starting their starting offensive line, and it's just so
for good reason. You don't need to hurt those guys.
Let's just get our quarterback killed. But
hell yeah, enough injuries as it was.
But I don't know. I think it's partially on Richardson. He didn't even look that way. I'm going to assume that Pittman was probably the one read, and but when a blitz is coming like that, he had two guys wide open right behind the blitz. So
yeah,
and this is his third year. I feel like that's stuff that you should see as a third-year veteran quarterback. And they weren't playing their starters either. So it's like he's going against 2s, 3s, and just got lit up. And that's where I feel like the bigger concern is with Anthony Richardson. It's just he just still doesn't seem to have developed that knack for the position and knowing where this shit's coming from. And it's getting a little bit. And Daniel Jones hasn't looked much better. It's just hard for me to get excited for this.
I mean, both these quarterbacks are the same in my eyes. I don't think either one's got an edge outside of Anthony Richardson has the draft capital from this regime. That's the only thing that leads me to believe that, he still has the edge in this. But these guys are both the same. I mean, they're not stellar. I mean, there's nothing special about either one of them other than the fact, and they both can run. Like Daniel Jones is low key, like fast.
Yeah. And if Shane, these 3 years in they just Steichen needs to realize that the passing book has got to go out the window. It's got to, like, fucking feed Taylor, Herbert. It's just feed them all. Not Herbert.
Yeah, adjust your offense, man.
Yeah.
Like, and even if you are going to pass, like, make it short passes. You got playmakers. Like, so you got Josh Downs and Tyler Warren that can run underneath to medium routes. Dude, don't do anything fancy. You don't have to sit down there and just deep bomb it.
This team and the way that the quarterback position is for the Colts right now, you're not going to be that 40, 50 point again. That's just not what this team is getting. You want them to be. It's just not what it's going to be. Like, this is going to have to be a smash mouth, run it down your throat. And Steichen doesn't have that mentality.
That's what makes it so much more enticing. Is we have all the tools to do that. Everything to have the short game. I mean, yeah, we don't have Derrick Henry, but we got Jonathan Taylor who can at any given moment take it to the house for 70 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, he did it twice in one game last year. So come on, man, the guy's got wheels.
But my issue is I don't think Shane Steichen has it in him to play that kind of offense. I just don't. Like, I think he's at this point kind of just trying to outsmart. He wants to pass the ball. He's kind of trying to outsmart himself. And this has got to be a run team. I mean, it's got to be. I mean, this is more of the time where I'd like to lean back more into the Frank Reich days. And I know I'm probably going to get smacked over the head for saying, but that's more of what he did. Like, yeah, but he understood how to run. And
yeah. I mean, he made Marlon Mack a 1,000-yard rusher. So.
Exactly. It's just, this is not going to be a passing team. I want it to be. It's just not. And that's why I'm kind of I'm not really that much looking forward. Like, it's nothing to do with Tyler Warren. I love the pick. I think he could be one of the better tight ends in the league. But when you've got a handicap or a handcuff with your quarterbacks like the Colts have, I'm just not optimistic for him to have a lot of production, and that goes for Pittman and Adonai Mitchell. I feel like Adonai Mitchell could be one of the top dogs, not just in the AFC South, but one of the better receivers in the league. Like, he's looked really good in practice, and so is Anthony Richardson, but that's about the only time that he looks really good and consistent is in practice.
Yeah,
when the game comes in, it's a different story.
Yeah.
But I don't want to dwell too much on the Ravens. I mean, it's preseason. It's really hard to read a lot into these games. It's preseason. You tell, don't overreact to this, that. And you try not to, but it's definitely not the way we wanted to start. I mean, we saw, luckily, I can't say his name. Second-round defensive end, TJ Tuimul. I can't say it. Got hurt with a knee injury, but he seems to be fine. It seemed like Josh Downs has a hamstring injury. They could be tricky. I know Juju Brents and I think Jalen Jones have been dealing with a hamstring, but Juju Brents apparently came back to practice, if I'm not mistaken, you said?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, we got a lot of injuries to talk about, actually.
Yeah.
It's not looking great on the home front for the Blue Boys.
Never does.
We're really, really blue, and yes, that's a double entendre.
Yeah. It ain't looking pretty. And I'm I'm hearing reports out of practice with the Packers that they kind of ran all over the Colts offensive line, and that's very concerning, especially when I just got done saying that this needs to be a run first team. That doesn't bode well. Not for Jonathan Taylor, whoever has the rock, and it's just quarterback that doesn't sound good. Man, I think Daniel Jones is supposed to get the start tomorrow.
Yeah, he's getting the first 2 series, and then Anthony Richardson is going to take over until halftime. So just the exact opposite of what was supposed to happen with Anthony Richardson against the Ravens. He was supposed to get the first 2 series, and then Jones was going to come in and get the start get the reps until halftime. But of course, he got hurt, so Daniel Jones got a little bit more playing time. But I mean, all reports though is it's not going to. What they're doing is not weighing on how they're going to determine who's going to be the starter week 1. So all the stuff that we've heard, if that's true, all the stuff we've heard the past month and a half, 2 months, it's just all been word salad. It means nothing. So don't say, oh, we're going to have a quarterback battle. And then you say, oh, this doesn't matter. Like, guys, make up your mind. Is it a quarterback battle or is it not? So don't just say things to say things, because then people won't believe you when you talk.
Well, to piggyback on what you're saying, it feels like very political with the Colts. Like they pick this guy fourth overall in the draft. They're kind of, again, handcuffed to him. And they want to make it seem like that this is an open competition, but you gotta believe in the back of your mind, it really isn't. No. Like they overpaid for Flacco for a year. They kind of overpaid for, well, not really over, but they gave Minshew and Flacco a substantial amount of money to be a backup.
Yeah.
And they've done the same thing with Daniel Jones, and quite frankly, overpaid for him. $14 million for Daniel Jones is crazy. But to come in and just be another Anthony Richardson, just
yeah,
whatever. Do what you got to do. They had to give that feel that there was an actual competition when they couldn't just hand him the keys to the ride. Like after the injuries, after the tap, after all this shit, like they couldn't just be like, yeah, he's for sure the guy. Like they really had to kind of put on some smoke and mirrors. And I guess that has been the most frustrating with the Colts with me. They haven't been very transparent about a lot of this.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that there's a lot of changes coming with these Ursay daughters coming in. I do.
Well, there's going to be some refreshing change. I mean, obviously, some players have set up contracts. I mean, I think they're going to honor their dad's wishes, because obviously their dad wanted to see one more year of Ballard and Steichen. But when Jim passed away, it was already too late to try and go hire somebody else.
Yeah.
I would expect 100% kind of, I don't want to say no matter what, but I think they're going to be exploring options and looking at potential head coaches and GMs for 2026 during this season. Like, hey, what offenses do we like? What defenses do we like? I don't think that they're going to be so set in the mindset of, hey, we want to have that slow, old school bruiser kind of, Jim Brown offense. We're not built that way, even though we do have a really good receiving back, and we do have a really good running back. So you're going to have to find an offense that's going to fit that. And I think without a doubt, 100%, if we miss the playoffs, they're both gone. I mean, the sisters are not going to stand for that. They already came out and said, like, we're going to win. Like, we're not going to put up with losing. This is not what we're used to in Indianapolis, which it's not. And because of Peyton Manning, we're not used to losing. Because of Andrew Luck, we're not used to losing.
Yeah.
So ever since Andrew retired, it's been like, dude, what's going on? Especially the quarterback position.
Yeah, just mediocrity has been kind of the staple in Indianapolis, and that's after you go from Peyton Manning to Andrew Luck. Like, this has been a very, very, very disappointing decade. And I mean, again, we're in preseason. You want these bad games to happen now.
Yeah.
So I get that, but I can't compare. Like, it's apples and oranges here. It's, Peyton Manning, they never won in the preseason. Like they never won games.
That's because they weren't worried about that. They were smart. They didn't care because they knew in the preseason that's when they're gonna turn the gas, hit the gas and turn the lights on.
Yeah, and so it's really hard to put a lot of stock into it. But I can't compare what's happening now to Peyton Manning. Like it's night and day, and you do have to read into this a little bit. And just what we've seen against the Ravens, what we're seeing in practice leading up to this, second preseason game with the Packers, it's just brace yourselves, Indianapolis. Like this is shaping up to be another really long year. And I hate to say it, like it's painful to say it. I wear this hat from 2006, and you just have to mentally prepare to just coming in with such low expectations, like I can't be disappointed.
Yeah.
It looks rough.
Well, and what it is that starts at the quarterback position.
Mm-hmm.
And that's our problem. We have a top 10 offensive line. We have amazing receivers.
Yeah.
And Adonai Mitchell is coming into his own. I mean, to see what he's doing this year or what he's doing now at the same time last year, leaps and bounds. This is what this is the person that they wanted to see. I just don't know. And Tyler Warren, bro, he doesn't look like a rookie. He looks like a seasoned vet out there.
It's honestly, and there have been some bad throws where he has to reach whatever kind of, but he looks so fluid coming off the line, just everything. And I said this, and I'm like, we haven't had a good tight end since Dallas Clark.
Yeah.
Like we've seen tight ends put up numbers. There was Ebron, but that was a product of Andrew Luck. He didn't do shit before, and he didn't do shit after he left. There's been some success at the tight end position, like Kobe Fleener. But again, that was a luck production.
Right. We expected Fleener to be better too, because he came from Stanford with Luck.
Really,
so we thought that was going to work out, and
he was very mid. Dwayne Allen had some good times.
They were both taking the same draft, actually.
Yeah.
Which wasn't a bad idea. Take one. If one doesn't work out, you got another. And
neither one really worked out. That's Gregson for you, baby. But no, it seems like that this guy really has the potential of being the next Dallas Clark. He just needs someone to throw him the ball. And we just don't have it. Like, we just don't have it right now. And I hope I'm wrong. I'm hoping Anthony Richardson can come into his own, but there's just no evidence for me to be like to buy into that statement. Right now, I have to go off of what we've seen, and it's
and that leads me to the question that Eric Jackson just posted. Does Daniel Jones give the team a better chance of winning?
No.
I think they're both the same.
It's the same. I mean, I think both, and we've seen Anthony Richardson. I've talked about it numerous times where he's capable of being really good. I mean, he's got all the physical attributes that you want in somebody. He just doesn't understand the position very well.
Yeah.
And it's easy for me to say from the couch. It's not an easy position, but
no, it's the hardest position in all of sports.
Yeah, but at the same time, again, there was that blitz against the Ravens where it's just that's the kind of shit that we're talking about. Like he had two receivers open right behind the blitzer. Like, you have to recognize where that's coming from, especially if you understand that the protection isn't there. You gotta see that.
Yeah, and feel that for sure.
This is your third year, man. Like, this is shit you have to. I'm not saying that someone didn't miss an assignment or something, or he expected that blitz to get picked up. That might have been the case. But you got to be that field general. You got to see the field. And he was clearly hyper-focused. You can't do that. Yeah. And I don't see much of a difference between him and Daniel Jones. Like, I heard that Daniel Jones was pretty wildly inaccurate against the Packers. Like, I think he was completing in like 48% or something like that. So it's just
which is funny because I think Daniel Jones is a better passer than Anthony Richardson.
Yeah. But it's like, dude, we've also seen that 70-yard pass against the Texans to Alec Pierce. Like, we've seen things from Anthony Richardson. Like, this is why they picked him at 4, but it's just not consistent at all. And that's kind of the same problem with Daniel Jones. Just there's no consistency. Run the ball.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all I can say.
Well, when Shane Steichen took over, he literally said these words. He's like, we will pass. No, we will run to. Well, how's the quote go? We will run to. Oh gosh, it was something. But anyways, it was basically we're gonna be a running team, but we're gonna pass to score. So basically, run to get there, and then pass to score. No. I'm butchering that, and I'm sorry, but it's been so long.
I get what you're saying, but
he hasn't lived up to that.
It should be run to get there, and then run it one more time.
Yeah. Learn. Yeah. Do we need to call Marshawn Lynch real quick?
Yeah.
Ask Beast Mode what he thinks about that. Run the ball. What do you do on the 1 yard line? You give it to Beast Mode.
You pass it.
Yeah, exactly. You pass the ball.
That doesn't make any sense, Steichen. We've been down this road, sir. Oh yeah. Here's what you do on 4th and 2. You call a pass to your 4th string running back. Fucking what?
Yep.
I would have been more okay with them just handing the rock to Jonathan Taylor to pick up the 2 yards on 4th and 2 than to call that.
I mean, when do you think that the Irsay sisters decide to say, "Hey, Steichen, you're out"? Like, at what point in the season?
I don't think it gives you any benefit to pull the trigger in the middle of the season.
I don't
like it really doesn't. Like, they did it, and it was a clown show. I'm not saying that they would stir up the circus again if they did fire Steichen midseason, and bring in someone like Jeff Saturday, which he was just there to put asses in the seats, and we all know it.
Bringing a legend. Yeah,
it doesn't fix anything to do it midseason. It sends a strong message. Like, if this team if it's capped, like if we look like the Hindenburg or the Titanic out there, and it's capsizing, and he's clearly lost this locker room.
Yeah,
I mean, nothing motivates more than a good firing. And
that might be the thing that does it. If the players are clearly out on Shane Steichen, because from all reports, the defensive players love Lou Anarumo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he is just a player's coach. They love what he's doing. They like his cover-ups, his schemes. Like, every report, they love Lou Anarumo, what he's doing. But then again, they're coming from boring-ass Gus Bradley, so I don't know if that's just like if there's an asterisk to that, But they love Lou Anarumo, so I'm kind of behind Lou Anarumo. We weren't big fans of it, but the more and more I looked into it,
it's got to be better.
It's going to be better. It's going to be better.
Got to be better, right?
But I don't know. We're really going to see how good Lou is with all these injuries we've been having in our secondary. So that's going to be something to see. But real quick, speaking on the defensive side, so the Colts Talks on Instagram, their account, they put out this hypothetical trade scenario for Micah Parsons.
Oh, boy.
Because Micah Parsons has not signed his extension with the Dallas Cowboys yet. So, with that being said, there's still a chance.
And there's a chance.
Yeah. So here's the hypothetical. So the Cowboys would receive in a trade a 2026 first round pick, a 2026 third round pick, a 2027 first round pick, and Kwity Paye for Micah Parsons. So it's essentially, because a third's still pretty valuable. So two first,
a third, and
Kwity Paye.
So basically, I mean, what we gave for Kwity Paye. So basically 3 firsts and a third.
Well, okay. So this is something that we talked about in Dynasty. Once you spend that draft pick, that it's over. We can't say, yes, we gave up a first for Kwity Paye.
But he's not worth it.
Is he still worth? Yeah, exactly. No. Like, is he still worth that? So
right now, no.
So whatever his value is now, so 2 firsts, a third, and Kwity Paye for Micah Parsons. Do you pay that?
My question is: are the Colts Micah Parsons away from seriously competing in a Super Bowl? I think that Micah Parsons makes them one of the best defenses in the league. But I think, obviously, the quarterback's the most important position, and they aren't there.
No.
If they felt that they had that quarterback that quarterback position solidified, and they were like, okay, this guy's at least going to be in the top 15, somewhere at least average. Because I don't think Matthew Stafford was in the top, whatever, when the Rams won it. They just stockpiled a lot of damn good players and won.
Yeah.
He was
I think you
just
saved
good
those
enough.
picks.
Yeah. But then again, the picks are never sure things, and Micah Parsons kind of is. It's
we know
tough.
what Micah Parsons is exactly, and that's the two sides of the coin. It's like, do you save those picks and try and see? One, you don't know exactly where you're going to be at the draft.
Yeah.
Crazy thing about the NFL, just ask the Giants. They won a game that cost them the best pick because they went out and won a game.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of idiots, and it just happened to be against us. But still, like, if we were in that position, I would be hoping to lose. Give me the best pick. Right at that point, you're not making the playoffs. You're not winning your division. You're not doing anything. Like, why? So, I'm with you. I don't think we take that unless we are Micah Parsons away.
It's hard to say because I said something in our last pod that might have been a little out, and I thought about it. I said Micah Parsons would immediately make the Colts favorites for the AFC South. That all falls on Shane Steichen and how he runs the offense. I think that makes the Colts the best defense in the AFC South. I think that keeps the offensive coordinators up all night. Having Latu and Micah Parsons that they just got Bynum, they just got Ward. I think that's a defense that you worry all night about.
Yeah. Well, you said it perfectly on a previous episode. Micah Parsons makes every team better.
Yeah.
Like there's not one team out there that doesn't need Micah Parsons.
Like this, it makes great sense for a team like the Ravens. It makes a lot of sense for a team like the Lions, like that are that are already contenders and are already there to go and get someone like him. You got to pay him. So that cap comes into play. But that aside, like it makes so much sense for a team like that that would probably be a Micah Parsons away from just
that's the last thing the Ravens need is Micah Parsons. They're just
that would be
the Ravens have such an amazing defense.
That would be crazy if they were to get him. That would be insane. Like the 49ers make a ton of sense to me. I don't know what their cap situation is. I'm just throwing it out there, but they've always been great with their defense, always been amazing with their ends, and that makes a ton of sense to me too.
Yeah. But it's on a rookie deal, so it's not like he has a no trade clause. Like if they trade him, he's got to go wherever they say.
Yeah.
I mean, they could ship his butt to Cleveland.
Hey, you know what? That would make Cleveland a lot of fun to watch, though.
Oh gosh,
Myles Garrett and Micah Parsons, that would be incredible.
Yeah, but that's the only thing you'd want to watch because the offense is atrocious.
Hey, Shador.
Shador.
He looked really good, and
I mean,
it's the preseason,
bro. They got.
Okay, if we're going to talk about that, the Titans, we just saw Cam Ward go 2 of 7 for 40 yards. So, hey, at what point do we need to read into preseason? Now we don't because Cam Ward looks so great. And then, so which one is it, Titans fans? What's it going to be here?
Hey, week 1, when it actually matters, that's going to be the true tell. We love talking about this and overreacting and who's getting these starts and who's getting these reps and week 1, we're a couple weeks away till it really, really matters. I think even who's going to make the roster. I mean, you think here it is today. It's August 15th, and I think cut down day is the 26th. So 11 days from now is official cut down day to the 53-man roster.
Yep.
So this week is gonna be telling because I think even before the third preseason game, teams are gonna have a pretty good idea of who they're keeping. Unless you just go out and you just light it up preseason week 3, the teams already know are you on the team or are you not? So
this is more of a who's going to be on that cusp in those last few. Like, you know what, this guy's worth staying, or we're looking at practice squad. Like who are we keeping on that squad if we need to elevate some people. Yeah. That's really what these are. So like we said, you can't read too much into this preseason, but when you've got your veteran quarterbacks out there that are clearly struggling, and just not diagnosing the most basic of plays. It's concerning. And I'm not going to sit here in fantasy land and say, oh, yeah, Anthony Richardson's going to win MVP this year. Like, it's just, we want him to, but
we we're realists, everybody. We understand our team. we don't live in a fantasy land like other teams podcasts do.
Yeah.
And no, that's not a shot at you guys. You 3rd and Teal and Titans table for 2. That's not. I'm talking about other.
It absolutely was.
Oh, okay. Well, Jeff says it is, and that's my tag team partner. So Jeff says it is. It is.
We had all these problems with our quarterback in one of the worst defenses in the NFL, and still won more than 4 fucking games. I'm just saying. We're Travis Hunter away from a Super Bowl. Yeah. All right, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, so you remember a guy that I was really, really high on at the combine, and we ended up snagging in the 7th round draft, Hunter Waller. So they drafted him as a safety out of Wisconsin, who during the combine, we had a combine evaluation. I thought he looked perfect as a coverage linebacker. I was like, this guy's got the size, he's beefy, he's got the speed. He'd be a perfect coverage linebacker. And then come to find out, Lou Anarumo likes that kind of body type for his coverage linebacker. So much so in more of like the dime package. Well, here we are. No surprise, Hunter Waller, the safety, and I say like safety, has been playing a lot of coverage linebacker. And he's during the against the Ravens, he played a lot. Like he played a lot of snaps. So, dude, could this 7th round pick be like the big sleeper on this defense?
Yeah, it's possible. I mean,
he was around the ball every play.
You could say a lot of things about Chris Ballard, and I have a lot of problems with his passive aggressive style in free agency. I'm not talking about like going out and being Gregson where you're trying to build the team in free agency. I'm just saying we understand the point of free agency. We understand, and Ballard is like, I'm never touching free agency except for this last year. But he's an excellent drafter. Like last year was probably, these picks still have a chance to pan out, but 3 of his picks were already off the team, not even on the practice squad. Like it was a really rough draft outside of a few, obviously. But for the most part, man, this guy finds like really good talent late. And I'm talking about Zaire. I'm talking about like even Jalen Jones was a late pick, 6th? Yeah. And he wound up starting. Like I'm not saying he should have been a starting corner, but I'm saying he played well given the circumstances, and he was a 6th rounder. So do I think that this 7th rounder? Well, this Ballard knows how to find talent in draft.
And you're right. Like, but maybe this is the thing for Chris Ballard is to maybe step away from being general manager and maybe find a role for him as like, your draft expert or something like that. Because like if we don't want another team to go out and start finding diamonds like this, But
see, that's kind of the issue in any profession. Like it's so hard to have someone that's at one of the highest levels, and then like that
because even when they take a lateral move, they're still involved.
Yeah, but if they're taking that demotion where I'm just going to be a talent evaluator, it's like, dude, you went from GM to talent evaluator. Who the fuck is this guy? Like, you just don't have that
less
respect in the organization
and the same
anymore.
Paycheck.
Yeah, like you just. It that kind of thing in any company rarely works out. Like lateral moves, okay. If he steps down and he's like, look, I want to take a back seat. I really just want to do. If it comes from the horse's mouth, that might be a little bit different. It might be a little bit different.
Bazinga.
But they're not going to be like, fire him. But we want you back as this. He's going to tell him to shut up.
It would just be a shame like that it can't work out that way because he is such a great talent evaluator for drafting.
Yeah.
But as far as building a team, he's not great.
Yeah.
Signing free agents, he's not great. I mean, why do you wait till your job is literally on the line to do your job?
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. It's going to be like we talked about. It's going to be interesting to see what the Irsay girls do. I'm pretty excited to see how this goes. Of course, gonna miss Jim Irsay, like in all the philanthropy and all the charity that he does. But I think this is gonna be good in the long run. We're gonna get kind of a fresh feel, a fresh voice. Maybe some alternate jerseys. Something modern.
Yeah.
Because I mean, for all the great things Jim was, he was a very old school soul. Like he didn't like change. So
yeah, I mean, I do think we need kind of an overhaul. I mean, we've had the same. I'm not saying to get rid of the shoe or anything like that. I'm just saying it's been the same thing, the same design, the same. Like, some people didn't like it. I like the Indiana Knights. Like
yes,
that black and that blue.
That looks so dope.
I loved it. There were some people that were like, "Oh, I don't like this," and I don't know. Some people called it racist because the Indiana KNIG. Like,
what?
That's not what they meant. Oh, she's got good genes. That's not at all what they meant when they did the Indiana Knights, because they did a black.
Because imagine outfit. Like you have having the black jersey with
blue
with the blue numbers, and even if you use like a gray or a white outline on the numbers, like dude, take a page out of the Lions uniform book. That thing looks clean. Even the gray looks so clean.
I love like the Colts blue on black. It looks amazing. Yeah, and I was so happy that they did it. Like I loved it. I don't care what anybody says. I love the Indiana Knights jersey.
Yeah, and now that you can have
people were against it because of the Indiana Knights, which is something totally different. Like
dumb.
If that's how you take it, whatever, dude. Indiana's so racist.
It's not about that. It's about football, man. Like get over it.
Exactly.
Regardless, because the uniform rules have changed in the NFL. It's like you can have two alternates, or you can wear the alternate jersey twice, or something like that, right? Because now you can have different the helmets. So they're doing little bit by little bit to make it better, which I like. Yeah. I don't want any NFL any NFL team to be the Oregon Ducks. Like every week you have a new uniform. I don't want that. Like no. You need consistency, because then you're taking away from the game itself.
However, I mean, have you seen my luck jersey? I think it was the year. Oh, okay. Well, it was a Pro Bowl jersey because I can't remember the guy's name. Like he owns like Nike or some shit, and he's the one that he was the one that like was an Oregon Duck alumni. So he's the one that designs and does all the fucking jerseys for Oregon. Well, I think they had Nike do the Pro Bowl that year. So I've got the white Andrew Luck Pro Bowl jersey with like the green letter, and I love that jersey. It looks just like an Andrew Luck Oregon Duck jersey.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't care. I love that jersey. It's my favorite jersey. I have Peyton Manning, whatever, in the basic blue, the basic white. But I saw that Luck jersey and I was like, I'm going to get that jersey. I found it. I was so happy to get it. Yeah. Where I work at now, we have a couple of days where it's Jersey Day. I wear that one. People are like, dude, I hate the Colts, but that's an awesome jersey.
There you go.
I love it. But yeah, the next one I want to get is that black and the blue. I don't know who the hell I'm going to get on it, but
I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of jersey stuff. So I've been stepping up my jersey game here lately. I just got a Happy Gilmore jersey in. So that's been kind of my favorite. I was gonna wear it tonight. Oh yeah, I was at Subway the other day too, and I asked them, like, hey, do you have the Happy Gilmore cup? They're like, no, but we got the Shooter cup. I was like, man, I wanted the Gilmore cup.
Yeah, I got me and my wife, like when they first started, we went to Subway just out of coincidence. I'm like, hey, they got those cups for $1. So I bought them. I think I got Hal and Shooter.
Nice.
I was like, that's nice.
I might get the Oscar one. He was pretty funny.
Yeah.
The caddy, Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
He was pretty good, man.
He was decent. It was good.
Yeah.
Like again, we talked about this on the last one. I love the Happy Gilmore movie. Like the entire time, because it came out 30 years ago. I was like 6 or 7 when I watched it with my dad, maybe 8. But it's easily my favorite Adam Sandler movie. And the entire time, that movie just had me.
Yeah,
it was just a good movie. Like it's not going to win any awards. It's not whatever. But damn, it was nostalgic. It was funny. Cameos.
As an older dad, like I appreciate his his new happy place.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I get that. I get that.
Yeah, it all makes sense. And he's and what I really like about Adam Sandler, he's always been a family dude. Like he's always been about his kids, always been about his wife.
Yeah.
And he never wanted to make like a bad. He wanted to stay in comedy because hey, I want to keep it clean for my kids. They grew up, and I don't know. Now we're talking about movies, but fuck it. I don't know if you saw that movie Uncut Gems.
Uncut? Not yet. No, I haven't.
It came out a while back, and I don't want to spoil it for you, but
it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, he's to the people out there. They're going to be spoilers, but you know what? It's been like 5 years since the movie came out, so that's on you. But he basically plays a piece of shit the entire movie, like drugs, whatever, and he's just scamming, getting one over on the next person, and he gets his hands on this very valuable whatever, sells it, and then tries to get the money back. And he's just a piece of crap the entire movie, just trying to screw over everybody, and he winds up like finally about to get out of the situation that he's put himself in, and he gets offed. And it's like it was a drama, and it was very much not like any Adam Sandler movie. So people were going into it, it's going to be a comedy. Like, oh my god, this is really dark. Well, his kids grew up, and he wanted to do a serious role.
And I mean, you can only be the funny guy for so long. Which, ironically, the movie Funny People, I didn't think that was that funny.
I don't know if I saw it, to be honest with you.
It's not that funny. It's got like Seth Rogen in it and Aziz Ansari, and I didn't think it was that funny. But
I don't think either of them are very funny, if I'm being honest.
Aziz is just like over the top. That's all. He's just like he's like loud and like that's Aziz Ansari, but I didn't really think he was that funny in that movie.
Never I thank every star that Seth Rogen was not in The Office. Like he was one of the candidates. I think I don't know if he was for Steve Carell's or for Dwight's. Either way, God, how terrible would that have been?
Yeah,
through the entire fucking show, like God, it would not have made it out of the first season.
No,
I can't stand him. The only thing I liked him in was The Last of Us, just because he plays himself.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, this is the end. Yeah,
this is the end. Sorry, the last.
That's right. That was good. That was good.
Same concept, I guess. The same. It's a post-apocalyptic, but yeah, this is the end. Like it was a good movie, but he plays himself again.
Yeah,
and it's kind of funny. They did the second, like the live action Lion King, which I don't know how you can call it that. It's still an animated.
Yeah. How are you calling it live action?
You just
got better graphics. Yeah.
But as soon as they said, they were doing the casting, Beyonce, I'm like, okay, she's going to play what's her face. And then it goes to Seth Rogen, but they didn't say who they were. They just said, these are the people that are. I'm like, yeah, he's playing Pumbaa. As soon as they said Seth Rogen, I'm like, he's playing the pig.
That's the only role he can play.
Yeah. Like, who's he going to play?
The dumbass of the movie.
Mufasa?
Yeah, no. Can't go from James Earl Jones to
Seth
Rogen.
Oh, shit.
Well, hopefully our season isn't going to be that comical, but
no. And I hope there's more football to talk about on these pods than getting off into movie tangents. But I love that football's back. I love the sport. I love the Colts. It's just they could every year Irsay and whatever like, ooh, the expectations are here. We're here to win 5 more Super Bowls. But it's like I'm more down here. Like I hope they have fun.
Yeah, I mean that's all it's about, dude. Like just have fun, see what happens, and then if we win a few games, fine. But I don't know, man. Like we did a projections a while back. Like what are we thinking now? Like, I don't want to spoil it. We should do that on the next one when we get closer to the season. But I think my projections might have changed a little bit, especially since like Justin Wally getting hurt, tearing his ACL, who was such a monster in camp.
That sucks.
And it looked like he was going to take. Yeah, I get it. Jalen Jones was hurt, but it looked like he was going to take that over. So I'm pretty excited to see how this is going to work out with Wally next year. But Man, Wally, I hope you get better, dude. Like I
Yeah,
was praising your name here on this show. I hope
he
hope
was.
you see that.
Yeah. I obviously, if I hope I'm wrong. Like, I really hope Anthony Richardson has kind of turned that corner. I hope in year 3 he takes that step forward, even if it's a small step, just see improvement.
Yeah.
I really want to see Tyler Warren. I really want to see him be that tight end we know he can be. I really want to be able to see Adonai Mitchell take that leap. He's got the size and all the attributes to be a one. He really does. Like,
well, Warren, I'd like to see how Warren's gonna do with Daniel Jones, because I think Warren is gonna be quarterback proof. Which is probably the reason why they decided to take him so high, is because, like, hey, no matter how crappy our quarterback situation is, because we've said it multiple times on the show, a good tight end helps a bad quarterback.
Yeah.
And Tyler Warren is everything that a good tight end is. So that's going to help a lot.
I just hope that it doesn't get to a point where he is the option and, teams just take him away. You know what I mean? It force them to go over the top to Alec Pierce. I just hope that that's not what this turns into. I just have a bad feeling that might be what it is.
And with Downs, we talk about Downs being another versatile option. I mean, he's tweaked his hamstring, so it's like, dang, man, like, can't catch a break. It's Adonai Mitchell. They're gonna have to figure this out, man. Like, I really think you're gonna have to drive your offense around Jonathan Taylor and Tyler Warren, and then figure out how you're gonna use Michael Pittman, because you can't waste Michael Pittman. I mean, Michael Pittman's already said that even Anthony Richardson's like gotten better touch on his ball, which that's what we were very critical about last year, is on the short, like, 5-yard passes. He's just throwing a bullet. And no, dude, don't do that. Just tap it in. Just tap it in.
Tap it in. Little taparoo.
Taparoo.
It's all in the hips.
Yeah.
He's on somebody else. Anyway. Those little short passes were getting really frustrating, and you got to make those throws.
Like JV quarterbacks make those throws, man.
Yeah.
I get it's the NFL. Look, I get it. It's different, but in the grand scheme, every NFL quarterback makes that, like, blindfolded. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And my thing is, and again, it's a lot of Michael Pittman's production is hinged on quarterback play, but it is concerning that he is the Colts' number 1 and his red zone production isn't great. He doesn't have a lot of touchdowns, and for him to be paid what he's paid and to be in the position that he's in, and the body, like, how big he is, you'd have a lot more red zone production, and it just hasn't been there.
Yeah, I mean, Pittman should be our version of Nico Collins, but you said it perfectly. He's tied to the quarterback play, and then what sucks is those receivers, they are, obviously not like receivers like Josh Downs or even an underneath guy like Tyler Warren, but like your outside guys like Adonai Mitchell, Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman, like those guys. Yeah, it sucks. Like, if Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones can't figure it out, well,
it's another long year.
Yeah, hand it off to Jonathan Taylor, use DJ Giddens. Like, okay, all right. Something that really grinds my gears. If some of y'all get that reference.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Tyler Goodson being talked about, and why is it being talked about in a good way? Please tell me why Tyler Goodson should even make this roster.
I've been against it for a while now. Him and Mo Alley Cox. I don't understand why they're both still here. I don't understand why you went and re-signed Mo Alley. Like, I don't understand why those two are even involved with the Colts. Like, Goodson there's a dozen other free agent backs that are better than Goodson.
Yes.
I don't understand it at all.
Just because he knows the offense doesn't mean he should be here. Like, you've got 3 good running backs ahead of him.
Like, if it's between him and Evan Hull, I'd rather give Hull the go.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's on the team. Like, this guy has let it down so much. It's so, you know what? And tight end, what's his name? Kylan Granson. Like, he had some flashes, but he couldn't run a route. Like, we saw so many times the route that he should run, and he just wasn't there.
There's really good reports of Will Mallory. Look, I know that I've been a huge fan of Will Mallory. I'm not being biased like fanboy, but there's like a lot of reports that Will Mallory is doing awesome in camp. We just don't get a lot of that video because he's Will Mallory and you got Tyler Warren out there.
Yeah. And
So
I've heard the
he's going
same
to get
about
all.
Jelani Woods too.
Really? So
Jelani Woods get hey, okay. With his size and speed, Jelani Woods should have been an unstoppable force. He obviously kind of got derailed with injuries and whatnot, but dude, if he can be out there with Tyler Warren, that'd be fun. I'm just saying, two tight sets. I don't know.
I mean, if they can do that, but I feel like with Tyler Warren now, like you have to have an offensive game plan for the tight end. You have to figure out how to involve your tight end, because if you're starting to build schemes for Tyler Warren, what happens, God forbid, if Tyler Warren goes down? Do you now oh crap, we got to figure out a whole new offense?
Well, put Mo Alley Cox back.
Oh God, please don't say that. Don't put that out there, man. I don't want Steichen to hear that.
It'll happen. I don't know why he's still on this team.
Oh
that experiment to me was over 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, man. Dude's been around since 2018 or whatever.
I will pinpoint the moment that I've been done with Mo Alley Cox, and it was that Jeff Saturday campaign in Dallas. The Colts were winning that game. They were right there. It was probably one of their best games to that point of the season. One of the most complete halves I've seen. I saw them play in a long time, and all the wheels came off when Jelani Woods was running. Or not Jelani Woods. Mo Alley Cox had the football, running with it, just a routine tackle, caused the fumble, and it's just after that, nothing went right for the Colts. It's he's the one that just kind of spiraled that game out of control.
Yep.
I was done with him after that fumble. I'm dude,
they
didn't even chop at the ball. You were the reason that this whole thing fell apart.
Yeah.
I was done with him that game.
I'm with you. But I mean, they gotta keep somebody behind Tyler Warren. I guess it's going to be. I would rather keep Jelani Woods and Will Mallory and just those three be our tight ends. But
yeah,
I mean, if we turn into a running team, we're going to have to have a good blocker, which I mean, I guess would be Mo Alley Cox. Yeah, I mean,
he should be only blocking, exclusively blocking.
Yeah, don't have him go out for a route.
No.
You've got really great receivers. Don't do that. And you got Tyler Warren.
I didn't know. Hold on a minute. I haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to a lot of other teams. I didn't realize Minshew was on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'm just now finding this out.
Yeah, that was a big signing for them. To have somebody that can move around like him. Because I mean, look who they had. What they had Wentz last year.
I think so.
Dumb. At least Minshew, Minshew could do something if he gets in there. Because Minshew's going to have that Tyrod Taylor, F it. Let's just chunk the ball and have fun. I like Gardner Minshew. I think nobody has more fun at the quarterback position than Gardner Minshew does. And I love that.
He had with Indianapolis, he had a good year. It was inconsistent, but it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun with Minshew.
I hated that we got rid of him.
Yeah.
We could have kept him.
He deserved that opportunity that he had. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out for him, but I think they didn't like the fact that people liked him more than Anthony Richardson. Yeah.
So they were like, nope, got to get this guy out of here. We're going to have controversy.
Shit. I'm glad he got it. I'm glad he at least got a shot to be the legit starter. It just didn't pan out. I don't think he's going to start in Kansas City either.
No. I mean, not unless Mahomes goes down or misses time, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Your boy Spencer Schrader. I don't know why they even made this into another competition. It's going to be Spencer Schrader. It always was.
Well, he's pulling away with the competition. No shit, Sherlock. We knew this a long time ago.
Yeah, I didn't realize he had competition.
I mean, they brought in an undrafted free agent, but they got rid of Matt Gay for this dude.
Yeah. Well, I knew they had another person. I'm just saying, was he really competition though? You know what I mean? Was it a competition? It wasn't. It never was at all.
They've always in preseason carried two kickers.
I think
wasn't really
Steichen
it.
just likes to create like stories when there's no story there. Like, oh, we're a quarterback controversy, quarterback competition, we're a kicker competition.
I hate to break
Shut
to
up,
Colt
man.
Station. There was never, unless, like you said, unless if Daniel Jones clearly was the better guy and pulling away in that competition, like just really just, okay, this guy's actually really good. Like, unless if it was clear cut and defined that way, it was never Anthony Richardson's position to lose. That's
It's
why
gonna,
they brought
like
in Daniel Jones.
Yeah, Daniel Jones is going to have to go out there his first 2 drives against Green Bay and just
light it up.
Yeah. I think if both drives he lights it up and like they end up touchdowns, then it's like, okay, now we have a controversy here.
Yeah.
And if Anthony Richardson goes in until halftime and stinks it up,
yeah, you got a problem.
Yeah. I mean, do you?
There's a reason they brought in Daniel Jones and not, Justin Fields. Like, I think Justin Fields was a much better option. He's like much better option to bring in than Daniel Jones.
Well, Justin Fields would demand the starting job, though.
Exactly.
Because he's better than Anthony Richardson.
That's the problem.
Yeah, you can't bring in a quarterback that's better than your franchise guy or your franchise guy.
Well, he's an open competition, sir.
Yeah, we like our guys.
It never was. Like you said, unless if it was like, okay, Daniel Jones really got the short end of the stick in New York, and he's clearly the better guy. Obviously, that hasn't happened because Steichen still hasn't made the official announcement, and he doesn't want to rush it. Like, he's clearly not the guy.
Yeah, we know this. Like, is he trying to be dramatic? I don't understand what he's doing.
You had to bring in a backup policy, and you had to mask that with a chunk of change. Like, Daniel Jones is trying to revitalize his career. He probably knew he wasn't going to be the starter here, but by virtue of injury and shit, gave him a good chance to be a starter at some point. But yeah, it was never a competition for Anthony Richardson to lose the job. He had to lose it. And
exactly. It's his job to lose.
Yeah.
Well, and you and I have said that since day one. Like, it's Anthony Richardson's job to lose. I don't care what quarterback you bring in. He's got to prove that he can't do the job.
Now, if the Colts had, instead of, I think they took, what's his name? Who's their third string quarterback? Riley Leonard.
Yeah.
Riley Leonard. We passed on Shedeur, 4 times.
Thank you, Jesus.
But I mean, if you imagine if the Colts have been like, you know what, fuck it, Shedeur in the 4th.
In the 4th, okay. But don't you dare waste a second and third on Shedeur Sanders.
Do you, like, legitimately at this point, after seeing what he did with Cleveland? I mean, obviously it would have been with Indianapolis. Like, do you go, maybe there is actually a quarterback competition here? Like,
I do think that it is. At that point, I do think that Shedeur could push Anthony Richardson for reps, because I don't know how much. I mean, I think at this point Anthony Richardson is better, but would that last? I don't think so. I mean, I think Shedeur could end up being the same as Anthony Richardson, but he could also be. I mean, we know that Shedeur is a better passer than Anthony Richardson.
Yeah,
not stronger arm. I'm not saying stronger arm, but more accurate, better touch. So I don't know. Shedeur in the 4th, but I could have got behind that. 100%, I could have got behind that.
And they passed on him. It's just, I don't know, man. If the Colts had gone higher at a quarterback in the draft and not Daniel Jones, I'd say that there's more of a legit quarterback competition here than if they went and just paid highly for a backup. Yeah. Like, I don't think Daniel Jones was ever actually told, hey, you can actually be, win the starting. I think they're like, hey, smoke and mirrors, this guy gets hurt every year. We need someone with a similar play set. At some point, odds are you'll probably be starting.
Oh, they told him, though, when they were talking to him, when they brought him in for a visit, they told him, like, oh, yeah, you can legitimately start, be a starter and this and that. But, like, if you're a salesman, that's what you're doing to get that guy. Even though in the back of your mind, you're like, no, Anthony Richardson's our guy.
here's $14 million in some incentives.
Yeah. Because nobody else was breaking down the door. No, hell no.
He wasn't going to get a better deal anywhere else.
He got the best deal, plus he got a legit opportunity to start.
Yeah.
So with really good receivers, really good running back, like probably the best offensive weapons that he's ever had.
Yeah. Aside from Saquon, but they didn't have a line or anybody else.
Total as a complete package.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, obviously Saquon. Like, I love JT, but Saquon's better.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Daniel Jones was not actually legitimately brought in to be like, you know what, this is the new face of the franchise. He's our guy going forward. That's not what he was brought in for.
Chris Ballard would been laughed out of the building if he actually said like, oh, this is going to be our new quarterback. Yeah. Get out of here. You're fired on the spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I almost think that if they're both healthy and Shane Steichen's like, Daniel Jones is the week 1 starter, maybe the Irsay daughters pull the trigger then. We're going to bring in a new coach.
Yeah.
Like, you really brought in Daniel Jones and he's better than the guy you drafted at 4th?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're done.
Well, I'm curious how much longer the players are going to be behind Steichen if they're fully 100% behind him.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the veterans, they've been around a while. So, like, guys like Buck, you know, he might be like, this guy's not head coach material. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But we got the Packers tomorrow. So, that's going to be fun to see. How is Daniel Jones going to produce in his start in the first two series, and then Anthony Richardson coming in relief until halftime, and then it'll be the Riley Leonard show in the second half. I'm kind of interested to see how Riley Leonard's going to do. He didn't look horrible. I'm interested to see how Daniel Jones is gonna use Tyler Warren, because that'll help me understand, like, okay, is Tyler Warren is he really quarterback proof? Because if so, then all right, do whatever you want to do back there. Then either throw Jones or Richardson. I don't care. Just scheme Tyler Warren open. Scheme Josh Downs open once he heals up in that hamstring, and then try and involve Pittman. And dude, honestly, if the season's a wash, F it, throw the ball, just whatever. If you know that ain't gonna work out, throw the ball, man.
Yeah, and I hate to say that this is like another throwaway year. There's a lot of really good players on this team, and we're just wasting. Like, it's getting very, very, very frustrating when you've got guys like Quentin Nelson. We wasted Ryan Kelly. We've got DeForest Buckner. We got Grover Stewart. We got Kenny Moore. And it's like all these names. They're not getting any younger. And I hate to just burn another season with them here.
Yeah, you built the defense. You brought in Bynum and Ward. You drafted, Wally, who I guess we'll have to wait till next year to really see what he's going to do. I mean, you've got Buck, you've got Grover, you've got Quiddy, you've got Latu, you've got new boy JT or TJ. Dude, it's so hard because
it's tough, man.
But hey, look, we got a couple weeks till week 1. We'll see. I believe in the talent that we have. We have so much talent on this team. Yeah. It's just, will it come together? I'm still behind what I said. I don't think Shane Steichen is the answer for this team. I think Shane Steichen's got to go. Whether Chris Ballard stays or not, whatever. Shane Steichen's got to go.
If there's no play, I mean, I said it last year, but if there's no play, I don't know how you justified it this year, but I don't know how you could justify another year of Chris Ballard if this is what they put out.
Well, and the Irsay girls got to be having conversations in private. Be like, hey, when are we pulling the trigger? When are we doing this? Because you can let loose a GM, week 8. Don't let loose a coach, because
it doesn't help.
It doesn't help because, one, I think it's a bad look on your team. Now, like you said before, if the players are completely out and he's lost the locker room, that's a different situation. Then it's like, we're not missing you in any way. Reggie Wayne, hey, boom, you're the interim head coach, brother. I mean, the dude knows offense.
I forgot all about this. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that they were looking at Robert Mathis coming back and in some type of capacity.
I scrolled something like that. I was like, is that what that was?
I don't know. I thought that he was going to come back and be some type of like assistant defensive line coach or something like that. I mean, it's the internet, so I don't know if there's any legitimacy to this, but I'm like, that'd be pretty cool to get Robert Mathis back in the building.
Hell yeah. That'd be like Houston bringing in JJ Watt.
Yeah.
It's like, dang, dude.
You know, D'Amico Ryans would love that. D'Amico Ryans was thinking about bringing him back as a player, like out of retirement.
I wouldn't have done that. But JJ said
they were talking about it, but
JJ told D'Amico that, hey, if you call me and you need me, I'm there. Like he already told him, he's like, I'm there. So, all right. Who better to learn from than a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, no shit.
Right? And then you got Robert Mathis that could potentially come in. That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So
I wouldn't hate it. But so yeah, like you said, Packers game tomorrow. Like you said, we're just hoping for a little consistency.
Yeah.
Really looking to see, like you said, if Tyler Warren's quarterback proof and can produce no matter who's behind center. So that's really what we're looking at in this. Hopefully, I've always been really high on Juju Brents, so I'm hoping that he can kind of get an edge here, stay healthy. I think he had a really good rookie campaign until he got hurt, and week 1 last year, that's when he got hurt. He looked really good in that game, and then it's just career, like season ending. Like,
yeah,
the dude can't seem to catch a break. So. But yeah, I'm hoping that it's different for Juju. He's got all the physical attributes again you'd want at corner. So I hope he can put it together this year. That's really what I'm looking at. But yeah, I don't know if you have anything else, man.
No, I'm just it's just gonna be really focusing on that game tomorrow and just watching certain players. I'm gonna be watching Hunter Waller to see if they're gonna continue to use him in that kind of coverage outside linebacker position, and then to see, I'm going to be looking at Adnan Mitchell too. I want to see if this is camp hype or if this is going to be like live game action that he's going to actually be looking good. So I'm going to be pretty excited about that. I might throw some crazy tweets out there during the game or X's. I mean, what do you call them
X's?
Now? X's?
I don't know what they're called anymore.
I still call them tweets. I don't know.
No, I'm fine with that. But yeah, I think this is a good point to wrap. Again, football is back upon us. It's been here for a little over a week for Colts football now, so it's a good time of year. It's time that the wives get used to the old shh.
Yeah,
I'm unavailable on Sundays.
Dude, my wife, she's yelling louder than I am.
Well, mine doesn't watch football, so.
Shh. Well, you come over to my house, bro, and I got you covered.
All right. But yeah, I think this is a good point to leave it off. Enjoy the game tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend. And if you're here, like, share, subscribe, hit all the buttons, notification bells, all the good stuff. Got some good plans for shows going forward. So again, make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. And again, comments, make sure you drop them. Questions, whatever. Like, Eric asked us earlier about who we think has a better chance of winning. Make sure ask questions. We'll put it in the future episode. We love the interaction. As always, head over to Kingmaker Sports. He's your fantasy guy, fantasy guru. He's got a good team. Baby. Hell yeah, he's got a good team over there on Kingmaker Sports. They know what they're talking about. So if you need some help with your drafts,
appreciate that.
That's your guy. Yes, sir. Always see us on this AFC South show. I don't know why, but Third and Teal, if you want to hear about the Jaguars or Titans table for 2, or it's always good to know your enemy, I guess. So head over there, show them some love. But anyway, we will see you next week. Y'all be good people.
Later.
See y'all next time, guys.